This bald, chain-smoking, supercar-obsessed mastermind sits in his Romanian fortress every day, posts motivational quotes about breaking free from the system, while literally operating his own system, and somehow convinced millions of insecure teenagers that the secret to becoming an alpha male was paying him $50 monthly to access his exclusive group chat. He drives a collection of supercars worth more than small countries' GDP, wears designer suits that cost more than most people's yearly rent, and claims his educational platform generates more revenue than established universities. But here's the twist that'll blow your mind harder than finding out Darth Vader was Luke's father. Most of his fortune doesn't come from the masculinity courses he's internet famous for. Andrew Tate built a sophisticated money machine powered by webcam operations, affiliate pyramid schemes, and psychological manipulation tactics that would make Don Corleone proud, all while dodging human trafficking charges and having his assets frozen by international authorities. This is the story of how a mediocre reality TV contestant turned escaping the Matrix into a multi-million-dollar catchphrase, and why the guy who preached about freedom might be trading his Bugatti keys for handcuffs. Welcome to the bizarre world of monetized masculinity, where the real power move wasn't building an empire. It was convincing lonely kids to fund your lifestyle while calling it education. So what is Andrew Tate's deal? Picture this. You're doom scrolling through social media at 3 a.m. because your sleep schedule is more broken than a Nokia phone after being thrown downstairs, and suddenly, this ultra-confident bald dude appears on your screen sitting next to a car that costs more than your parents' mortgage, telling you that everything you've been taught about success is a lie designed to keep you mediocre. This is Andrew Tate, and his daily routine makes Scarface look like a motivational speaker. The guy literally operates from what looks like a billionaire's secret hideout in Romania, complete with indoor swimming pools, private gyms, and a car collection that would make Jay Leno weep with envy. His backstory reads like a rejected script from The Sopranos. Former kickboxing champion turned reality TV washout who got bounced from Big Brother UK faster than someone getting kicked out of a Costco for not having a membership card. But instead of disappearing into obscurity like most failed reality stars, this dude somehow transformed public humiliation into a business strategy. The man turned getting canceled into a career move, controversy into currency, and teenage male insecurity into his personal ATM machine. The business blueprint: how toxic masculinity becomes liquid assets. Forget everything you think you know about online businesses. Andrew Tate isn't dropshipping products from Alibaba or selling Amazon FBA courses. He's basically running the McDonald's franchise of masculine insecurity, except instead of burgers, he's serving up daily doses of "you're not alpha enough" with a side of "pay me to fix it." Layer 1, Hustler University, the overpriced group therapy session. Tate's cash cow is Hustlers University, which later got rebranded to The Real World, faster than Facebook became Meta when they needed a PR makeover. For $50 monthly, students get access to business courses through Discord. Yes, the same app gamers use to trash talk each other while playing Fortnite. Think about this for a second. Discord is literally free. YouTube has infinite business content for $0. But somehow this guy convinced 200,000 plus people to pay premium prices for information they could get from watching random YouTube videos while sitting on the toilet. That's $10 million monthly from what's essentially a really expensive Reddit community. The real genius wasn't the content, it was turning every customer into a salesperson. Members got 50% commissions for recruiting new students, creating an army of affiliate marketers who flooded every social platform with Tate content. It's like if Herbalife had a baby with LinkedIn motivational posts, and that baby grew up to become really good at manipulating algorithms. Layer 2, The War Room, Fight Club for Finance Bros. For the truly desperate seeking alpha male validation, Tate created The War Room, an exclusive $8,000 membership that promised access to a global network of high-value men. This is where the operation gets darker than a Christopher Nolan movie, featuring actual courses with names that would make HR departments everywhere simultaneously quit their jobs. With 400 plus members worldwide, each paying $8,000, that's over $3 million annually from guys who apparently believe that masculinity can be purchased like a gym membership. It's basically a country club for people who think Jordan Belfort wasn't aggressive enough in his sales techniques. Layer 3, the Romanian webcam empire, the OnlyFans industrial complex. Before becoming famous for teaching entrepreneurship, Tate was running what he proudly called a total scam. Webcam studios across Romania that employed dozens of women to extract money from lonely men through elaborate catfishing operations. The business model was simpler than a sitcom plot: create fake romantic connections, manufacture sob stories, and drain credit cards from guys who thought they found their soulmate online. At peak performance, this generated over $600,000 monthly, with Tate keeping most of the profits. It's like if the Tinder Swindler was a business plan instead of a documentary. The Lifestyle Flex, living like Gatsby, if Gatsby was into pyramid schemes. Tate's social media presence is more carefully crafted than a Pixar movie. Every post showcases his $5.2 million Bugatti, his Romanian compound that looks like where supervillains hold their annual conventions, and a lifestyle so over the top it makes The Great Gatsby look like a budget vacation. But here's where the story gets more twisted than a Game of Thrones finale. When Romanian authorities raided his compound in December 2022, court documents revealed total assets of approximately $12 million, not the hundreds of millions he claimed online. The guy who built his brand on being ultra wealthy was actually just financially comfortable with really good Instagram photographers. It's like discovering that Gordon Ramsay's restaurants are actually just really well-lit McDonald's kitchens. The lifestyle was real, but the wealth behind it was more creative accounting than Scrooge McDuck money bins. The car situation tells the whole story. Asset seizures included $4 million worth of vehicles, suggesting that his collection was more like an expensive rental agreement than actual ownership. Imagine flexing a Lamborghini in your Instagram stories and then having to Uber home because the repo man showed up. The numbers game. Follow the money trail. Let's crunch some numbers that would make an accountant's calculator smoke. With 200,000 plus Hustlers University subscribers paying $49.99 monthly, that's a baseline $10 million in monthly recurring revenue. Add war room memberships, webcam operations, gambling partnerships, and various other schemes, and you're looking at annual revenues between $50 to $100 million. But here's the million-dollar question. If he was generating nine-figure revenues, why did asset seizures only uncover $12 million in total wealth? Either his profit margins were worse than a lemonade stand, or most of that revenue was going somewhere other than his personal bank account. His TikTok empire generated 11.6 billion views, which is more engagement than most presidential campaigns. Andrew Tate hashtag became more viral than any dance trend, proving that controversy spreads faster than gossip in a small town. But viral doesn't always equal profitable, especially when your entire business model depends on platforms that can delete you with one algorithm update. The verdict: criminal mastermind or just really expensive life coach? Andrew Tate accomplished something genuinely impressive. He turned being professionally controversial into a business empire that generated more revenue than established companies with actual products and services. Whether you think he's a misunderstood entrepreneur or a sophisticated scam artist with good marketing, the financial results speak for themselves. The real question isn't whether Tate's operation made money. The evidence clearly shows it did. The question is whether his success came from providing legitimate value or just really advanced psychological manipulation of vulnerable demographics who were willing to pay for hope and belonging. His strategy was like taking every insecurity that young men face, packaging it into monthly subscription content, and convincing them that financial payments would somehow solve emotional problems. It's essentially therapy for people who think therapy is for weaklings, except the therapist drives a Bugatti and faces international criminal charges. The truth is, Tate figured out something most entrepreneurs miss. You don't need to solve people's problems to make money from them. You just need to convince them you have the solution and that the only barrier to success is their monthly payment commitment. Whether his students actually achieved the promised results is questionable. Whether he successfully monetized male insecurity and teenage desperation is undeniable. The core question remains: did he build a legitimate education business or just a really sophisticated way to extract money from people who felt powerless in their own lives? The financial evidence suggests the latter, and that's either brilliant marketing or elaborate fraud, depending on your perspective. Andrew Tate represents the evolution of digital entrepreneurship, where a viral controversy can be weaponized into massive revenue streams if you're clever enough and morally flexible enough to build the right infrastructure around chaos. He's either a business genius who cracked the code on monetizing masculine insecurity, or he's a really committed method actor playing the character of successful alpha male guru while allegedly running criminal enterprises behind the scenes. Either way, he was depositing millions monthly into his bank accounts until international law enforcement agencies decided to audit his business model with handcuffs and asset seizure warrants. The lesson here isn't that you should start selling alpha male courses to teenagers. Seriously, don't. The lesson is that in today's economy, if you can build an audience around literally anything, even something as niche as weaponized masculinity, there are proven methods to convert that attention into substantial income streams. Just maybe ensure your business model doesn't involve alleged human trafficking before you start shopping for supercars and Romanian compounds. The guy who asked what color is your Bugatti now faces his own multiple choice question: what color is your prison uniform? And unlike his courses, that's one test where paying for the answers won't help you pass. So what's your take? Is Andrew Tate a misunderstood entrepreneur who who discovered how to monetize motivation, or just someone who got really good at making exploitation look like education? Let me know in the comments, and remember, whether you admire him or think he's completely unhinged, the dude transformed online controversy into a $12 million empire, and that's worth analyzing even if you never plan to scam anyone in your entire life.